today.
From Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh.
It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the delay, here's Harris. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Flush to his right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Pickens on the slant. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year of the NFL now.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 69 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Jordan complete right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. On second down, here's Pierce. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down trot.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Fields on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers at 1-8 now on the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again is Fields. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Fields. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Boswell's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Fields. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fields now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off play action, Fields. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A shotgun snap, Fields. He finds Hopkins complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. On 1st down, it's Fields. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the 2nd quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible, let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And they're going to speed things up here. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. And here we go on 4th down. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he missed it. It's no good. And they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure,
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's a 2nd and 7. High throw, but he makes the catch. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Here's Pierce on the counter. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. He'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Mechie. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Harris. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And it's caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw again. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, and that is incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll run here with Pierce. 41 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Fields throw pulled in by Hopkins. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll try the right side with Harris. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Harris running straight ahead. He's going to be very close to a 1st down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. And quickly they get to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Steelers, it's a second win on the year now as they move to 2-8. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Houston,